In this video, we will be learning what is going on with this LED. So let's consider that this LED is connected to pin number 12. Okay, we are going to test your understanding. Let me know your answer in the comments, right? So in the void setup, of course, we have to define that this LED will be a output, right? So we have to start with the pin mode command, pin, and M should be capital, right? Pin mode, and next goes pin number 12. We have to define that as an output. So in capital block you have to put it as an output, right? And close the bracket, as well as you have to put the semicolon, right? So here is the challenge, right? So in the void loop I will have two sets of blocks that I will execute just to test our knowledge. So one block will be like this, right? So first we will turn on the LED digital write, W capital, and next comes the pin number, so 12, and this time we will have it as high, HIGH. So when we do that, what should happen is that the LED should turn on, right? So let's quickly do that and see whether the actual LED turns on. So here is the Arduino IDE, and here we have to put that one, right? So we start with the pin mode command. All right, we inserted the pin mode command, and in the void loop, let's see what we can do. We put the digitalWrite command. All right, after that, what we do is we upload the code and see what happens, right? So here we upload the code, and you should see that the LED is lighting up, right? So now the LED is lighting up. And once again, if we put low here and upload the code, it should like turn off the LED. So what you see here is that the LED is off. Now we are going to make this interesting, and let's see how that will affect our work. So instead of just high, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put digital right, and I will make 12 low, right? So now in this command, LED should light up, right? In the next command, LED should turn off, right? So what is the overall impact here? That's the problem. So here it's lighting up, here there's no light. So what is the overall impact of this code? What do you think, right? This is the problem number 1, right? Okay, this I will label it as 1, right? For the problem number 2, if I sub this, what happens? Take this one. All right, for the problem number 2, if I replace the above block with this block, which is number 2, what happens? So let me know in the comments, what do you think will happen, right? So here is the block number 1, and here is the block number 2. The only difference is that instead of the high we have low, and instead of the low we have high. So here the LED turns on first and then turns off, and here what happens is LED will first turn off and then it will turn on. So there's a small difference, but what do you think about the impact of that difference, right? Okay, so let me count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so I hope that you got your answer, and let's check your answer now, right? So see, let's logically analyze this. So what happens here is that in the first situation, we start with high. So it will be something like this, right? High. It will be extremely fast, but next it will go low. But during this high and low commands, we expect it to spend some time, right? Some CPU cycles will be wasted. I mean, not wasted, it will have some time, right, between that. But here what happens is it will start with low and then become high, right? And this sequence will be repeated over and over again, right? So can you see, if you consider this waveform, half of the time it is on and half of the time it is off. Similarly, half of the time it is off and half of the time it is on, right? So half and half. What do you think? So if you execute this command, the LED will be turned on at 50% bright, right? In this situation also, as this is exactly the same, it should have 50% bright. So this is what is going to happen when we do this. So both the code blocks will result in the LED lighting up at 50% bright. So That is what you learned from this video. Let's try that, right? So here we have low, and let's copy that. Let's put it at the top for the first experiment where we start with high. So we put it at high, then upload the code, right? And so it is like lighting up at 50% brightness right now. Well, let's change the scene so you can see what's going on here. And if I like re-upload the code with the second situation, let me show that as well. So instead of high low, we put it as low high and see what happens, right? So here we make that change, we upload the code, right? So still the same result. So I can go full screen just to show you what is going on. So it is like operating at 50% brightness. So this is what we learn in these videos, right? So if you learn something new, let me know in the comments, and thank you very much for watching this video.